What's up, guys? We're going to get started here in about a few minutes. Mario here. Let me go and make sure everybody is logged in correctly and you guys can see my screen here. Awesome. So if you guys notice, we're on webinar feature tonight, and typically we use meeting feature. So I'm trying to test this out to see if the different features that we have for webinar feature, but I do see you guys main difference between webinar feature and meeting features. You guys can't really see one another. So I know I see a few of you guys. Alvin, what's up? Lana, Mindy, Ron, Hancock. I know Ron and Darylyn are at church tonight. They said they might be jumping in, and then we got a couple other people that are gonna be logging in shortly. But guys, I wanted to make sure you guys were aware and understand why we are doing this on Wednesday nights. Okay, so your week for your pay periods, right, for your count, for everything that we do here at FFL runs from Thursday to Wednesday. So what we want to do is we want to meet on Wednesday nights, and we're going to have basically like a team huddle, go over any updates, any training, anything that we need from an announcement perspective, celebrate successes on Wednesday night. And sometimes, guys, you're going to come into a Wednesday night and you're going to be like, man, I just got my butt kicked and I need to just kind of shake it off and move forward. So tomorrow, Thursday, starts a new day and a new week for us. So that's it, guys. Let's not waste too much time. I want to make sure that we are, all right, cool. Make sure we're sharing, recording, and let's talk, guys. So this evening, guys, what we're going to do is real simple. So we're going to talk about and review the from hire to policy, from getting hired to writing your first policy. I want us to be laser focused, and we're going to talk about this because FFL is so sexy. It's very easy to get people interested. It's very easy to get people excited about this opportunity. At the same time, there are specific things you've got to do to get from that very first moment when you got hired to writing your policy. And so we have to get really good at basically condensing that time. Okay, and so we're going to continue to talk about everything that we need to do to get there. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the new agent mindset. I've been in the trenches for a couple of days and also just been doing a lot of training, some things that I picked up and I want to share with you guys. And then we're going to go out and give some shout outs and some dream building. So first off, guys, okay, so once you're hired, what are the steps? Just like we talked about, follow the system. Okay, it's laid out, it's put together pretty simply. Take it step by step. Don't try to jump ahead. Don't try to look left. Don't try to look right. I know a lot of times what happens is people get so excited, they start asking different questions. And I'm like, look, just go from A to B. Don't go from A to E simply because you're interested in learning more, okay? Make it a priority. Listen, we all have jobs, we have children, we have other things, we have college, we have a lot of things that we're doing. And it's easy, and that's why we want to condense the time frame to let other things get in the way. And in my opinion, never, ever, ever push your exam date back, okay? Because you want to just act like it's the last exam that they're going to ever give because of COVID, and they're going to say, look, whoever is already licensed gets to be a licensed agent. If you know it was the last time you could ever take your license exam, you wouldn't push it back and you'd make it a priority, okay? And then here's what I'm gonna start telling my new people that I hire. We're gonna start scheduling our exam 2 weeks out, okay? Right now I'm doing 3, okay? And I just feel like there's too much time there. There's adequate enough time to get somebody from hire to their exam within 2 weeks, and then what we wanna do is we wanna take them from that passing of exam to completely contracted within another week or so, 2 weeks. So we want to push that out. Now let's go ahead and walk through this process once again. So first things first, hold on, I got somebody chiming in here. Okay, yes, 2 weeks is perfect. See, yeah, I thought so as well. Okay, so log into the insurance blueprint, which once you get hired, we send you this to you get an email as well as a text message. Once you log in, okay, there's an onboarding video that's kind of going to tell you, listen, if you're already a licensed agent, you're going to go down this path to the next steps. And if you're not licensed, you're going to go down this path, okay? So the second stage in that is scheduling your interview 2 weeks out, okay? Once you schedule your interview, you can send that date to myself or the person who hired you into the agency, and they're going to send you like a little picture that you have on your phone. I always recommend saving it, and you're going to sign up at Excel Solutions. So Excel Solutions is a test preparation company that we utilize that you're going to be able to do all of your hours at, and you're basically going to cram to get ready for your exam. It's a $300 course. We do life and health combo, okay? And it's 300 bucks, but we actually have a promo code that we'll send you that will wipe that out, and we'll take care of that cost for you. So once you pass your exam, you go to NIPR, the National Insurance Performers Registry, and you apply for your license number there. At the same time, that's going to take you about 8 days for that to happen. At the same time, you want to go and do your fingerprints as fast as possible. And then also, I believe that's it. Okay, so fingerprints and your NIPR. Now, while that 8 days is going by, go back, and you're going to go back into your insurance blueprint, okay? And you're going to start doing your training, right? Now, at that point, myself or whoever hired you also is going to invite you to what's called HCMS. HCMS is basically FFL's like back office system where you log in, you see your team, you see all your information, all your licensure information, and that good stuff. So that gets sent to you when you've applied with NIPR, okay? You've done your fingerprints and you've passed your exam. At that point, we start working to submit contracting with the carriers. Most important carrier to get contracted with ASAP is going to be Americo. Second most important is going to be Mutual of Omaha. Third most important is going to be Prosperity, maybe Aetna and AIG, okay? Guys, we have John Hancock. We have National Life Group. We have all kinds of other ones that are out there, guys, and they're all good, and we'll get to them. But you need about 3 or 4 to get started. That's it. But those are the main 4. Now, that licensure is going to take you, again, once we apply, it's probably going to take another week or so until that gets locked in. What I want you to do is start going through stages 4, 5, and 6. That's where you do your basic training, okay, where you're going to learn, okay, how to pick up the phone and call, how to schedule an appointment, how to sit down with somebody and set the table in the living room, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna learn how to present different options. Remember, we're only starting with a couple, okay? And we walk you through that whole system. We walk you through creating a binder for you, okay? So that you can sit down with your people, and then you're off and you're ready to run, okay? So it's real simple. We want to get this done within 1 month. We're not going to dive too much into this right now, but we will talk about this every single time because I want the movement to be very, very, very good at getting people hired and getting a paycheck in their account as fast as possible. So that said, let's continue to keep going, guys. So today, I was blessed to be able to spend some time hold on, I'm getting some texts from some folks on the team. Hold on. So I was able to spend some time listening to Grady Paulson, who, in my opinion, is one of the best of the best. So there's 2 guys that I'll tell you that I listen to all the time: Grady Paulson and Stephen Yee. Okay, Grady Paulson came in, and in 3 years, he built a multi-million-dollar agency and got the Integrity deal. What is the Integrity deal? Well, they stroked him a check for $20 million plus, bought his book of business off of him. And now, here's what most people don't know is when you get your Integrity deal, they don't say, hey, right off into the sunset. What they say is, hey, listen, we're going to put you on a contract for the next 2 years for $250,000 a year just to continue to manage your team. So the team that you've built, you're going to make $250,000 a year from Integrity. And by the way, you've got 20 plus million in the bank. So it's not a bad deal. So I listened to his training. Guys, these are just some things that I've picked up over the last couple days being in the field, as well as listening to his new agent mindset. So guys, there's a big difference between recruiting to get an Integrity deal and being active and producing business. You see, I'll tell you, full disclosure, full transparency. When I first took a look at FFL, I was like, man, I'm a recruiter. I know how to build big teams. What if I just built a big team of people and through all their volume and all those overrides, I was able to get an Integrity deal? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot ask somebody to do something. You cannot teach somebody something that you cannot do yourself. Okay, so I've shifted, and I hope some of you guys are shifting away from that as well. You got to get in the trenches. You've got to be able to go out and write business. So wherever you are right now, someone else has been there and won through it. Okay, that's key. It doesn't matter if right now you're stuck in the mud, you're trying to get contracted. It doesn't matter if you just feel like you're never going to pass your exam. Somebody else has been there and they've won through it. How about this? You came out of the gates, you spent $1,600 on leads, scheduled 9 appointments, and so far, guys, 5 of them have no-showed me. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that today because it's been a pretty awesome week, even though I'm 0 for 5. Okay, because I've learned through it. Okay, I win through it. The business is more mental than you think, guys. Okay, and that's one thing that I want you to start conditioning yourself with, especially if this is like your real first venture into self-employment. Understand that your mentality, okay, is what is really going to be the either X factor for you, okay, or it's really going to be your downfall. Okay, so what I want you to start thinking about is let's not sell insurance. Instead, let's start thinking about running and starting a business. So what do I mean by that? Get an office. I'm so excited to open an office here in North Dallas, where I live. I'm also excited to open an office in California, where I've been born and raised. I'm also excited to open up an office in Florida. Why? Because I love Florida and I want to be in Florida as much as I can, okay? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about hiring staff to help run that office, taking my people on trips, running incentive programs, because I like to play hard just like I like to work hard. But here's what I want you to understand. I want you to tell yourself you will be here in 90 days. And then 90 days from now, you will be here again in 90 days. And you will be here again in 90 days. That's it, guys. This business opportunity is really you versus you. Being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, really for me, the reason I fell in love with it, guys, so many years ago, 10 years ago, was because I've always been pretty successful in whatever I've done until I decided to be self-employed. It was kicking my butt. I just felt like I could not win. I could not achieve what I wanted to, but I was so stubborn that I wouldn't allow myself to quit on myself. Guys, just be here 90 days from now. And like we already talked about, the number one thing that will knock you out of the box will be your mindset. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What are you doing? What are you listening to, right? Garbage in, garbage out. Okay, so what are you listening to, right? Are you conditioning your mindset to think differently? Either it will eat you alive, your mindset, or it will be your X factor to success. So how to get paid fast. This is from Grady Paulson. Number 1, invest a good amount in leads, okay? Now, the amount should make you uncomfortable. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. You know, I bought $1,600 worth of leads on Monday and Tuesday, and I was just like, man, this is, okay, let's do this, right? And I got on the phone, right? But what's cool is that there was so many leads that I had that if I had a couple conversations where people would hang up on me, because they did, where people said, hey, oh, I've already got insurance, and they hung up, or they just sent me to voicemail. It didn't really matter because I knew there was so many other leads. So it allowed me to grow and to go through the amount of leads. So number 1, you have to get uncomfortable with the amount of leads that you're going to invest in. Number 2, dial with certainty, okay? So you've got to guard your call time. It's not easy. Now I'm utilizing a phone auto dial system called Phone Burner. I've used it in the past, and truthfully, I didn't really utilize it to the fullest. So right now, actually 2 days ago, I had a Zoom call with somebody from Phone Burner, and they're showing me how to implement text messaging, how to implement email strategies, as well as left message. But how cool is this? So you buy your leads, you literally grab that Excel file and you dump it into the Phone Burner. Okay. Now, when you're getting ready to start a dialing session, you can sort out which leads you want, right? Click select all. So let's say there's 130 calls or leads on that list. Now, what happens is you hit start your dial session and a number comes up. So I get on my phone, I call that number, I've got my AirPods on. And what happens is my phone is actually called into that number. So it's a live call, and then I hit dial. And that thing just starts calling over and over and over. And I see the new lead switch. And if it rings and they answer, boom, I'm live. I do what I got to do, right? If they send me to voicemail, I can click a button there and I have a pre-recorded voicemail that drops for them and it goes to the next one. And you just go and go. So you can blow through calls fast, or, you know, this is just not my style. You can sit there and go, I didn't have time for that. I wanted to be as efficient as possible. Now, that's not a free system, and I am experimenting with a couple different things there. So I'm going to tell you this much, guys. Give me about a month. Give me about a month to be able to get this down, and then we're going to have some fun. Okay, but yeah, I've been utilizing Phone Burner through my day. Now, you got to get good at overcoming objectives or objections. Excuse me, it's a little typo there. Over the phone. Listen, there's really a couple. That's really it. Number one is, why do you need to come out to my house? That's what they're going to say. Why do you need to come out to my house? Okay. Answer simple. Well, here's a reason. We're non-medical policies. So instead of us sending a nurse to the house to draw blood or get you on a scale, I just got to put eyeballs on you, make sure you're not 1,000 pounds and strapped to a bed at a convalescent home. Simple. So does tomorrow at 10 or 2 work for you? Second one is, I already have insurance, okay? That's one you got to get around. I heard it a couple times. But last night I was listening to a training by Brian Mendenhall, and he gave an example of having life insurance through your job is just like having a company car. When you get fired, you got to hand the keys back. He said, so with all due respect, sir, you don't have life insurance. You've got a company car. And that was huge. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. The third is I don't remember filling this out. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, I get it. You know, I don't remember what I ate for dinner last night. But anyways, what works at tomorrow at 10 o'clock or 2, right? So it's just a couple. That's really it, guys. That's all you got to get good at, is overcoming just a few objections. And because 80% of your success is going to come on the phone. The good news is I love the phone. So once I get my sea legs under me, we're going to start doing some phone training. Not to mention, I'm paying a little extra for every single one of my calls to be recorded by Phone Burner. And when I find some good ones, I'm going to upload them out for you guys to listen to, okay? So be prepared. And this is key. So 80% of success is on the phone. This is where I fumbled the ball today. I wasn't as prepared as I should have been when the chips were down. I had a bunch of appointments on the books, and then I realized that I wasn't necessarily as prepared as I should. So what should you have? You should have your folder ready. Okay. Now at the beginning of your folder, see, I saw somebody do this where they say, hey, who are you? I created this last night. It's a picture of my family. So I talk about me, family first. As a picture of my family, you know, married 17 years, moved to Texas, right? Over the last 10 years, I've been in higher education, self-employed, online education. My favorite quote is, if you help as many people get what you want, you'll always get what you want, right? So I'll tell them that's something that I've always lived by. Make sure that they understand that I'm fully licensed here in the state of Texas. Who do we work with, okay? Have that printed out. What do we do? And then my 3 most important objectives today, client, are we're going to find the right program that fits in your budget. Number 2, make sure you understand how this protects you. And number 3, make sure that we can get you to qualify. That's the only thing that I want to do today when I'm sitting in your living room. And then I've got some other stuff. So make sure you've got a folder, okay? The second thing you need is your financial inventory sheet. Guys, if you're over analyzing and you're overthinking, because some of you guys are ready to actually get going right now, okay? And you know who you are. I'm not going to call you out. But all you need is this. This is your cheat sheet. This is your, your crutch, if you will. So you sit down and you say, okay, listen, client, I'm going to just ask you some very specific questions. And I saw Brian Mendenhall say something, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to do that. He said, listen, before we start going into this, I want to let you know something, okay? I'm going to say something to you that is very taboo, that most people don't like to talk about, but we have to. So I'm going to write 2 words at the top of this sheet, okay, because they're the big, ugly elephant in the room. Number 1 is death. And number 2 is finance, okay? We're going to have to cover these things today. We're going to have to talk about these things today, right? I was like, man, that's good. That was so good. You just walked through here. Reasons for coverage, right? Now you just asking, hey, do you have, let's talk about your job, you know, or what you do. Then proof of authority, right? So you share your picture. Okay, so here's my badge, my license number, right? Then you go through any current coverages they have, beneficiaries. So guys, the other thing is logins and links. This is where I dropped the ball as well. Okay, so I'm already ready to go with Americo, but I had never set up my login to get into the portal. So I do that this morning and it says, awesome, you'll have access in 24 hours. I'm like, oh crap. How am I going to help people if I can't even get in the portal, right? So as you guys are getting contracted, you're getting welcome emails. What I want you to do, and write this down, if you've gotten contracted with Americo, make sure that you've set up your login and password to be able to get in there. Maybe you're like, Mario, duh, we did that. Okay, well, you don't have to be very smart to be successful. You just have to really work hard. That's what I do. Okay, so logins and links and your support team. Know who you're going to call when you're in the living room. Are you in GroupMe? Okay, are you on the appropriate group chats that we have? And guys, don't be afraid to say to somebody, hey, listen, I'm going to call my partner. He's been in the insurance industry for a long time, and I just want to make sure I'm doing right by you. Give me about 3 minutes. Hey, Darren. Hey, Albert. Hey, Wences. Hey, Mario. Listen, I'm sitting here with so-and-so, and this is what we're looking at. Am I missing anything? I think that people are more appreciative of the fact that you're not trying to sit there and be the know-it-all. They're going to be like, man, that's pretty cool. He phoned in a friend. He got a second opinion to make sure he's doing right by me, okay? So, and here's the other thing, just a few carriers, and I'm speaking to a couple of you guys right now, okay? And this is from Grady Paulson himself. Oh man, well, I can't launch my business because I don't have American Amicable. I don't have National Life Group. I don't have, you don't need those. You need 2 or 3. That's it. Go, 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 go. Now down the road, you can work on those. But if you're sitting there right now, this evening, guys, and you've got Americo and you've got Mutual of Omaha, you should be buying leads tomorrow. Okay, and the company has been putting out lead sales every day this week. It's pretty crazy, right? And I'm watching as well. So when you guys are buying your leads, let me know. Because as you're out there pushing and working, I might start rewarding some of you guys and saying, hey man, I'm gonna buy some leads. In the CRM, I could buy some leads and reassign them to anybody in my downline. So I will reward the effort. Wences will reward the effort, okay? So that said, guys, just a quick shout out to Rachel Barnes. Not sure if she's on tonight. She's out here in Texas as well. She just passed her exam, so we're really excited about her. She's going into her contracting phase right now. And then also shout out to Christensen Lucas out of Georgia. We got Ron Hancock out of Texas. We've got, let's see, Natalie actually is in Georgia as well, I believe. And then Darylyn, we affectionately call her D, from California, actually soon to be in Texas as well. And so they are all registered and studying for their exam. So we're praying for you and we're excited for you to be able to take it to that next step. So real quick, I want to share something with you as we close that got me really, really excited. So I don't know if you guys know this, but there was just a video that was posted on FFL America that was celebrating the 100th office that opened up in FFL nationwide, and it just so happened to be in Dallas, Texas. So where do you live, okay? Do you have a specific area that you'd love to open up an office? Maybe some of you are like, open an office, why would I want that? Because guys, when you have an office place, there's something magic that happens, okay? There's people that I know, like I'll talk about Alvin and Crystal, great friends of mine, love them dearly. Alvin's a teacher, so is Crystal. Got in the industry, probably never thought that they would have an office in their whole life. I'm a teacher, right? But when you get somebody who's never had an office and you put them in an office environment, something just kind of clicks with certain people and they just start growing and they start working harder. So I want to open offices all over the nation. And I wanted to put this out there because I thought it was such a cool video to show you guys. So it's just a minute and a half or so, but check this out. The 100th office in FFL nationwide. Where is your office going to be? What's it going to look like? Are you going to have a bunch of pictures of your top producers, right? Are you going to have an awesome bullpen conference room? For me, I want to have an area where we can actually smoke, like a patio area. I'm a big cigar smoker, okay? So I want to have an area where we can hang out, right? I want it to be close to a lot of places like, you know, Restaurant Row, so we can go out as a team and do life together. So start dreaming, right? So check this out, pretty cool. Oh, hold on, let me make sure you guys can share screen here. Hold on. All right, hopefully you can see that.
Most money I've made in a month is about $37,000.
$24,000.
$155,000.
% of Americans are 25 pounds overweight, they're slightly depressed, they're 10,000 in debt, and they hate their job and their boss. So if that's you, I would try insurance.
This truly is the best business ever.
How cool is that, man? That just got me fired up, guys. So, hey, listen, that's all we've got for you tonight. Quick 30 minutes, team huddle. Oops, I think someone else is on there. Hold on a minute. Bam. All right, quick to the point. Hopefully you got some good out of this, some good nuggets. Listen, we're all starting. This is a brand new agency, guys. I'm super excited. Hold on. Okay. Super excited to be here with you guys. We will look back here 6 months from now, okay? There's 7 people on right now, okay? 6 months from now, we'll have over 100 licensed agents, okay? I'm taking hiring calls. A lot of you guys, once you start having some production, it's going to be easy for people. And like, you made how much? Wait. You helped one person on Friday and you made $3,200? How the heck did that happen? That's more than I make all month. I'm in, right? Watch what happens, guys. That's not what we're all about, right? We're not about writing a list of friends and family, but when you have production and you start working and it starts working for you, it's going to be easy, guys. So you're here at the beginning. Tidal Wave's about to start. God bless you guys. Steph and I are praying for you. And like always, man, focus on your legacy. Leave a legacy. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.